Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Students, today we are going to discuss the first chapter of our moment book, that is The Lost Child, written by Mulkraj Anand. Let's come to know about the author. Mulkraj Anand was an Indian writer. He was a distinguished writer, critic, editor, journalist and political activist. In his writing, he has presented the scene of rural people and their life. The most famous theme for his writing was the rural society. In this story also, he has represented a beautiful rural area with a suitable character. Let's come to know about the theme of the story. Here Mulkraj Anand sketches a beautiful character of a small boy who gets lost in a fair. Here he represented or highlights the bond of love and affection that the child shares with his parents. Here in this story, the writer Mulkraj Anand presented a beautiful bond between the child and his parents. Before losing his parents, the child had been demanding different things like sweets, balloons, flowers, swings, etc. Once he loses them, he is picked up by a stranger. The stranger tries to quieten the child by offering him all those things that he had demanded from his parents. But the child doesn't want them anymore. He wants his parents back. Now we will discuss paragraph wise. In the beginning of the story, a beautiful scene of spring season is presented in this story. The story is set in the spring season. As the winter season had just ended, all the people come out of their houses. They were cheerful and happy that the cold weather had ended. People come to the fair through different modes like foot, horse, bamboo carts and bullock carts. A little child was accompanied by his parents. He ran excitedly and ran between his father's legs. He was full of excitement and laughter. Once a child came with his parents to a fair. He was very much excited that they were going to a fair. The child was attracted to the toys which were displayed at the various stalls. As he would be left behind, his parents would call him to come with them. He hurried towards his parents. He was obedient to his parents' call. The child was obedient to his parents' call, but his eyes still lingering on the displaying toys. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress his desire of his heart. But he was familiar to the reaction that they would give. The child was walking with his parents, but his eyes were on the toys which were displayed in that fair. He knew that his parents would refuse to buy the toy. The child knew the emotionless way in which they could stare at him. The child had a great desire to buy such beautiful toys, but he knew that his parents would refuse him to buy this toy. The child could not control his desire and asked his parents for buying the toys, but his father denied with red eyes. And the emotional mother tried to swing the mood of the child, and she gave her finger to the child to hold and guided him to a place. She asked him to see what was in front of him. There was a vast field full of bright yellow colored mustard flowers. It was looking like flowering streams of gold where were widespread. To swing the mind of the child, the child's mother, showed a beautiful mustard field. A group of dragonflies, black bees, and butterflies buzzed around, sucking the nectar from the flowers. It was a beautiful scene described by Mulkraj Anand in this story. There is a beautiful mustard yellow field which is looking like the gold which is widespread, and the insects and other small teeny creatures were flying over it, like the black beech, butterflies, dragonflies, etc. The child looked at them as they flew around. When one of them sat somewhere, the child tried to catch them, but the teeny creatures would fly away the next instant. When the child saw the teeny creatures, he tried to catch them. The mother called out to him as they started walking down the footpath. The child ran towards his parents. He walked next to them, but after a few steps, he stopped to see the insects who were coming out of the soil. Once again, the child was left behind. After crossing some distance, again the child stopped for a while. When he saw the beautiful insects, they are coming out from the soil. The parents called him. They sat near to a well under the shady trees. The child once again ran and joined his parents. Then the child entered the shady forested area. He was welcomed by a shower of flowers. He forgot his parents and started collecting the petals that had fallen. Again, when the child reached near to his parents, he was distracted by the beautiful petals which were fallen from the shady trees. As we know, the little child, they are always distracted when they say something. This child also, he was little distracted by the beautiful things or the other creatures. Just then he heard the cooing of doves and was excited to see them. At that time the child saw the beautiful doves are flying, and he was attracted towards them. He started chasing the birds. In the process, the petals fell from his hands, and when the boy was started chasing that birds, at that time the petals fell down from his hands. Again the parents called the child, who was running and playing around the banyan tree. They lifted him and walked down a narrow twisting lane, through which they crossed the mustard field and reached the fair. The child was always distracted, so his parents lifted the child and they came to the fair by a narrow space road. As they were about to reach the fair, the child saw huge crowds of people walking from all directions towards the fair. When they came near to the fair, the child saw there was a big crowd and people were coming from different directions. At the entrance of the fair, to one corner, a sweetmeat seller had set up a shop. He was selling various sweets like gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, and jalebi. The boy's mouth watered when he sighted or saw his favorite barfi. He expressed his desire to get one in low voice because he knew that his request would be refused by his parents, and the same happened. When the child saw the beautiful barfi, and he could not control himself, and he asked for a barfi, but his parents refused. The next stall was that of a flower seller. He announced that he was selling garlands of gulmohar flowers. The child wanted to get one of those. The child walked towards the basket of the flowers and again announced his desire to have one in a low voice. He knew that his demand would not be fulfilled. Again, the boy walked ahead without expecting a reply from his parents. This time also, the child knew that his demand would not be fulfilled. The next thing that the child came across was a balloon seller selling balloons of different colors of the rainbow. The boy was attracted towards the shining color of the balloons and wanted to have them all. He knew that his parents would not buy the balloons for him, as they would reason that he was too old to play with them. So the child walked further. Then the boy paused at a snake charmer who was playing flute, and the snake was twisting its neck to the music. The boy walked towards the snake charmer, but his parents warned him to remain away from the unpleasant music played by such men. He walked further. Then the boy saw the roundabout swing. It was full of men and women and children who were enjoying the ride. The boy watched the people on the roundabout. Then, with a lot of courage, he expressed his desire to go on the roundabout. When his parents did not reply, he turned towards them. He saw that his parents nowhere around. He looked around, and behind his parents were nowhere to be seen. When the boy turned his head and tried to find his parents, he could not find his parents. The boy was cried loudly, jerked his body, and ran here and there, calling out for his parents. He was full of fear, and in fear he started rolling down his cheeks. When the child could not find his parents, he cried loudly. He tried to find his parents. After some time, he gave up. The loud cries turned into mild sobs. He saw some people standing and talking and tried to find if his parents were among them. The laughter and talks of the people were meaningless for the child. He was simply searching for his parents. The boy ran towards the temple, which was crowded with people. The boy could have been crushed under the feet of the man, and his cries not been heard by a man in the crowd. No one heard the cry of little boy. Suddenly a man lifted him. Then the man tried to relax the child by taking him to the roundabout swing. The man offered him a ride, but the child screamed and wept loudly that he wanted his parents. To make the child relax, a man offered him a roundabout swing, but the child simply denied, and he screamed and wept for his parents. The man started walking back on the same route which the child had taken. So he took to the child to the snake charmer and asked him to listen music played by the charmer. But the child shut his ears and screamed loudly that he wanted his parents. That man took him to near the snake charmer and said to listen the beautiful music played by him. But the child was not interested to listen because he wanted his parents back. The man took the child to the bright colored balloons, hoping that he might get cheered by seeing them. He offered a balloon to the child, but he turned away and wept for father. This time also the child did not accept the offer given by the stranger, and he did not take the balloon. The man tried to make the child happy and took him to the flower seller. He asked him to smell the fragrance and offered him a garland. The child refused to smell the flowers that he wanted by earlier, because now his priority was to get his parents. This time also the child denied to get the garland. Finally the man took him to the sweet seller and offered to buy sweets for him. Still the child did not want his favorite sweet, but wanted his parents. And the final efforts given by the stranger, he took the child to the sweetmeat seller and offered him the sweets, the burfi and other sweets. But the child simply denied, and he wanted his parents back. Here the story is ended. It is not mentioned that the child got back his parents or not. But here the Mulkraj Anand has presented a beautiful bonding between the child and the parents. Students, it is always there whenever we are with our parents. We always demand something, because there is happiness with that. But when the parents are not with us, when our family is not with us, all desires, all beautiful things are just worthless, meaningless. They cannot provide that happiness which provide or which we get when we are with our parents. So student, watch the video and understand the story. Thank you.